bring balance to the elemental chaos as a shaman in Hearthstone.
Loktar, friend.
I'm Aski and you're here to find out everything there is to know about Thrall, Hearthstone's mightiest shaman. Shamans are masters of the elements and as such are able to summon powerful minions and unleash torrents of lava and lightning at their foes. They have a mechanic called Overload. This reduces the amount of mana they will have access to on their next turn, but lets them play more powerful cards this turn. Their hero power is Totemic Call, which summons one of 4 random totems onto the battlefield, each with their own mechanic. This means the Shaman benefits well from cards that take advantage of a full board. The possible totems include a Taunt, a spell power booster, a healer which heals your minions at the end of each turn, and a 1/1 which can be used to attack. Their spells include a wide variety of different card texts. First are the direct damage from Lightning Bolt and Lava Burst, along with Frost Shock and Earth Shock which have added effects. Then they have AoE from Forked Lightning and Lightning Storm. They also have a wide range of utility. Ancestral Healing can turn anything into a taunt and heal it at the same time, while Reincarnate and Ancestral Spirit give your minions a benefit from dying, and this can be used very effectively on cards that have Death Rattle. Hex is a direct counter to any minion in the game and a very commonly played card. Feral Spirit is a very powerful way to play out 2 minions and defend your board at the same time. Other cards work as buffs. Bloodlust can give you a big damage boost if you have a lot of minions out, and Totemic Might can keep your totems alive longer. Rockbiter Weapon can be used either on yourself or a minion, and Windfury can be a great way to give something some high damage. The last card is Farsight, potentially something that could be useful if you get very lucky, but not a commonly played card as it tends to damage your tempo too much. As for minions, they have 3 elementals, Fire, Earth and Unbound. All of these cards are great and can be used in some fantastic plays. Windspeaker is a minion version of the Windfury spell. For just 2 mana more you're getting a 3/3 minion on the board, which isn't a bad upgrade. The Dust Devil could potentially be the best turn 1 play in the game, if it lives. Lastly, there are 2 more totems. The Flame Tongue is useful for either buffing minions up or giving other totems the means to attack, while the Manatee totem provides some great card draw. Lastly, their legendary is Alkir, the Windlord. Unfortunately, he's one of the weaker legendaries and is very susceptible to silence, making him very weak for his cost. Shamans can also use 2 different weapons. The Stormforged Axe gives them some great early game removal, and the Doomhammer is great if you combine it with Rockbiter Weapon, as that's potentially 10 damage in 1 turn. So Shamans play out a lot of minions onto the board and have the potential to buff them up very effectively for a single turn of damage. They have some great removal and damage spells as well as a lot of utility. To counter them, there are a few things you're going to need. Silence, as I mentioned before, completely breaks their legendary, so that's a great option to have in your deck. Some direct removal is also a must-have to counter their elemental minions. Because of the Shaman's Overload mechanic, they can be broken in a single turn if you can counter what they play. If they overload themselves hard and then you destroy what they played out, this will give you a second turn where their options are very limited, which allows you to completely take back control. Try to bait out a Hex early on. This will make it safer to play big minions later on, as they won't be able to remove them so easily. Keep some AoE in hand. Shamans lack buffs in general, so having good access to cards like Consecrate or Holy Nova can clear all of their totems off quickly. The last thing you want to do is let them get a full board. Bloodlust or cards like Raid Leader can suddenly mean you're taking massive damage in 1 turn, even when their damage before that turn was fairly low. So Shamans are complex heroes, taking a lot of utility in their spells, along with some effective damage. They can control the board very effectively, allowing them to build up strong numbers of minions before dealing some big damage with them. To counter one, you're going to need to keep an eye on their totems and stop them from filling up the board by using AoEs. Direct removal to counter their elementals is great, and try to bait out their own removal early on, allowing you to play out some more powerful minions safely in the later game. If you want to find out more about Shaman cards or anything else Hearthstone, I recommend you check out hearthstone.gamepedia.com for all the latest information. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment below if you have any tips for a new Shaman. For now though, I've been Aski, and thank you for watching.